Basketball may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for... Wanted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Louisville's offense will get first crack at it today. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, and especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about what rivalry? Like, we own you. We own conference bragging rights. A lot of positives for Louisville a year ago.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Richardson.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Handoff for Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Holds on, it's Richardson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Sends it back in motion. A give to Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off for Brown. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. He'll run it. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
On the run, it's Tompkins. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second and long here. The play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Slides to the ground, he got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Rodriguez. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Left side is Rodriguez. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They want to run this quarterback.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Anderson.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Run in the red zone, it's Baxter. He's there to make the stop.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's open on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Holds and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The fake wants to throw. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, here's Baxter. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits the hole. It's Jennings. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted a first. Basketball may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisville's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys love to land the... In this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came and were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because touchdown Cardinals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kentucky's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter at running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time at Texas, but he has tremendous upside, and if he can stay healthy, this running game, I think, can take off.
Take off, game-breaking. They fortify the offensive line in the transfer portal. They've got to get back to that physical ground game. And you're right about Baxter. This guy was all-world, everything recruit. Lightning in a bottle, can make those big plays. Look forward to watching this Kentucky offense hopefully get a bounce back and get some spring in their step.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Heaves it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
A give to Brown. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his target. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Cuts it upfield. It's Tompkins. Got the 1st down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Skinner. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Calls his own number. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll go with Brown. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Tompkins. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Hand off for Baxter. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kentucky going quickly. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Got the 1st down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. After the run, now to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Baxter. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
They'll give it to Baxter. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide right, it's Baxter. Turning it on! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the back in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got room at the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Skinner. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Sells to fake. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Trying to squeak through the pile. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Louisville head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing...
Goes high to pull it in. Breaks into the open. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Motion from the back. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's changing the play. On play action. Out wide right, it's Skinner. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Tough run here. It's Davis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Hey, take it. 28, 29 belts. 28, 29 belts. Ready, go.
Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! They take the lead with the 6. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Deep in the end zone, it's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Fires deep on the run. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Baxter. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
Breaks a tackle and he might go. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Gonna look downfield again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeps it moving, it's Tompkins. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gets the back moving. A give to Brown. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Inside the 30. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Follows his blocks. It's Tompkins. They were all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival. And that's exactly what we've got working here. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll move the wide receiver. First play of this drive. Under pressure. Right side, it's Miller. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Straight ahead, it's Barnes. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Kentucky right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's caught. It's Miller. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to go up top on 2nd down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The throw. Left side is Barnes. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Looking to throw. Still looking. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
20, Kentucky, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. The give, running right, Brown. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Selling the fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Nestles it in at the 35. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack.
All out of space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Kentucky going quickly. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And it's good! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
Offside. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. From the gun, it's Barnes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Off play action. Out wide left, it's Barnes. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. This time, they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Kentucky! They take the lead here in overtime. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Sends it back in motion. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
On the move. Touchdown, Cardinals. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. It's Tompkins.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready, go!
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Left side, it's Skinner. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go, ready? Go!
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Nestled just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. He's got enough. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal